Oh, good afternoon, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be. Well, your boy went from blue lights behind him to blue skies and blue waters in front of him. What a difference an hour makes, or a couple of hours. Man, they scared the shit out of me. They did. If you seen the last video that I put up, um, I was going through Oklahoma, and man, if you think you safe going a little bit over the speed limit, let me tell you something right now. And Oklahoma ain't the only state because I've been pulled over in numerous states for going a little bit, 6 miles over the speed limit. I didn't think Oklahoma was one of them states. But lo and behold, you have to find out the hard way. But it really wasn't the hard way because I got a warning. I got a souvenir. That's what I call it, a souvenir. Puts all the information. Doing 77 in a 70. And it's funny because I was straight up with him. And you know what? He had to respect me. Because I told him, he said, you knew you was doing 77? I was like, yes. I was like, in Tennessee, you could do 80. I mean, which is 10 over the speed limit, go past police, the troopers and everything. And they don't say nothing. He said, you ever been to Oklahoma before? I said, no. He said, well, Oklahoma, the speed limit is 70 and you can't do one over. Man, I was like, yo, for real? Good morning, Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony. I'm gonna send you a link, brother. And if you aren't too busy, you're more than welcome to join the conversation. I'm gonna be here for a minute because I have to wait for let me see here. What am I doing? Okay, guess. Let me and if anyone wants to come in, please feel free. And if you don't, but I'm gonna send Mr. Anthony because I've been waiting to talk to Mr. Anthony. All right, there we go. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me get my shares out. We'll be here for a minute. I'm just relaxing, you know, and that's really about it. Oh, I gotta connect my headset. Am I muted? Okay, I'm trying to see if I'm muted. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Uh, let's go. Check one. Microphone check one. Is my audio working? Can anybody hear me? All right, we got microphone. That's what happens when you're out here. See, and that's why I call it reality TV. Cause I give you everything. I give you the mess ups. I give you everything. That's what you want, though. You want the mess up. You don't want everything perfect. We're human beings. It can't be no worse than watching cat fights on reality shows. I mean, y'all probably get more entertainment out of watching them cat fights and arguments. But hey, when I put the camera down and all that stuff, that's reality. That's reality. When I'm out here grinding, I fall on the ground, I don't edit it out, and y'all get to see it. That's reality. I'm gonna be up and running for a minute. I sent Mr. Anthony a link. I don't know if he's gonna be able to join me, but we're gonna go ahead and get these. I gotta get some links sent out. We're gonna be camped out here for a minute. You never know where you're gonna end up with the Patriots Lab. Outlaws, constitutional conservatives. That's it. Let's see. Now I gotta get a fan for my phones because it keeps overheating. It just keeps overheating. It's nice outside. I don't know how long it's gonna stay up with the heat, but hopefully a minute. Yeah, I guess we'll try to keep it cool in here. But we're just hanging out. Relax. Enjoying some of the breeze. And that's it.
Obey traffic laws, okay. Be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
I heard you.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, and then the route guidance will stop.
I heard you. But we're taking a pit stop. Drink break, potty break, all those good breaks in between. And I sent down some links. And we're just sitting here chilling. Taking a little pit stop. And that is it. Actually, I have a Patriot that left out a couple of hours behind me. And we're trying to close the gap so we can roll on in. She's going further than I am. I'm going to Tennessee. She's going, I believe, Ohio, Michigan, or New York, one of those. But you know, you don't never want to leave, not saying women can't take care of themselves, but she feels more comfortable being able to make the journey, in case anything happens, you don't never know what might arise. And so as the Patriot brother to my Patriot sister, I told her I'd make a couple of stops and give her opportunity time to close in the gap, and told her to drive safe because I just got pulled. Well, she seen I got pulled, obviously. But yeah, other than that, I am just looking at this beautiful scenery out here. This scenery is just, especially after being pulled over. You see the title. I went from blue lights behind me to blue waters and blue skies in front of me. That's because I conducted myself in the proper manner. I didn't get all ignorant and belligerent with the officer. And at the end of the day, he was a patriot. So he got patriot merchandise. He lost here. Okay. So we having some buffering issues. Looks like everything is back on track. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, man. It's quiet. The scenery is surreal. It's nice out here. It is nice. But I wanted to pop back up here and let everybody know everything is copacetic. Everything is good. I wonder if YouTube got their notifications. There's only one way to find out, huh? See if your man is up and running. Sometimes they try to be slick with you. If you don't stay up on them, you won't know. Yes. This is a pit stop. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm gonna take y'all out. Let's take y'all outside. How's that? That one go outside. Let's go outside a little bit. Hold on. This is where I am right now. Randy Rose, did you get busted by the popo? You know how they do a brother coming through Oklahoma, Randy. But when you conduct yourself in the proper manner and you're not rolling dirty, you don't have to worry about any of that. I went from blue lights behind me to blue skies and blue waters in front of me. It happens sometimes. I mean, you rolling through a state, you got out-of-state tags on, and you a brother, and you just, and you doing the speed limit. Well, I thought it was under the speed limit, but found out in Oklahoma, 77 in a 70 is not cool at all. 77 in a 70 is not cool. But they got a couple of off ramps around here. I forgot the name of this piece of water. Does anybody know what this piece of water is? Does anybody know what it is? Huh? But we're out here just doing nothing. Randy Rose, my brother, let me send you a link so we can talk about how the popo did me. Let me get a link out to my brother Randy. See if he'd like to join in. Is when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you better expect this to happen. And I need a name for the broadcast and music. I can definitely help you out with that. Well, I can suggest, I can get somebody to make you some music depending on what you want it adapted to. I can do that for you. And you can pick out a name and say what your name is. I thought it was. Oh, you starting a new one. My apologies. My apologies. But yes, when you conduct yourself in the proper manner and you don't give them a reason to want to come and mess, that's what happens. A reason to want to come and mess. Let me get the windows up here. I got Randy Rhodes, the genealogist, in the building. What's up, brother Randy?
Oh, a lot.
Wait a minute. Let me turn this around, brother.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
Oh, hush.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, and then the route
Please
guidance will
proceed to the highlighted route.
Somebody shove it up your butt and we'll just deal with that. Okay.
What's up, brother?
Not too much. Well, I'm working, trying to make up for a couple of lost days from being sick, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Good. Everything's good.
Yeah, so what? You're doing 77 in the 70 posted zone, and you didn't see the cop?
Bro, I have in Tennessee. You can do 80, and they'll just sit there, bro. I mean,
but you're not in Tennessee.
I know, but anywhere I go, I'm always used to doing at least 7, 8 over the speed limit. But I was out there by myself. There wasn't no cars out there, bro, and I was coasting at 77. I seen them, all three of them lined up. Hey, I was in the slow lane, bro, and I seen them start to pull out. They looked like the convoy I was in the way they pulled out.
All three came after you.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
shit.
and then one pulled up behind me. The other two was sitting in back of him. And man, hey, he was a patriot though. I know the other ones was mad. He got a hat and a shirt.
You shit me. You sold him or you give it to him as a gift?
Oh, I gave it to him as a gift for gifting me to go home.
Damn, 3 cops. I would have been shitting my pants. I'll tell you what.
No, Uncle Q, I didn't get a ticket. See,
Wow.
That's the thing. When you conduct yourself like a grown man supposed to, not like the trolls in the room, when you conduct yourself properly like an adult and a grown man, 9 times out of 10, you can conversate your way out of a situation. Because he could have gave me a ticket.
Oh, he could have done worse.
Yes, he could have.
I mean, 3 cops get you out there in the middle of freaking nowhere.
You know.
Could have gotten a lot worse. But, you know, God was with you. And like you said, you conduct yourself as a human being. You know.
Hey, Randy, show your flag, brother. They can't see your stuff behind you.
Hold on a second.
All right. He'll get with it, Jericho.
I gotta bring my. Where are you at here? I'm doing like 6 different things here, so hang on a second.
I know you are. That's good. You're grinding. I love it. I love it.
I got to figure out which one is the StreamYard. Hang on a second. I'll have to delete some shit here. Hang on. I'll have to just start over from scratch. I got like 6 windows open here, trying to do Ancestry here. Where is the StreamYard?
People, Patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be, you're in the afternoon edition of the Patriots Lab on Mega Monday. On the road, I have Randy the Genealogist Rose. I had Big Bruce this morning. I got Randy the Genealogist Rose right now.
There we are. Whoops.
And I'll tell you, this is what we do here in the Patriots Lab. I know a lot of you guys see me out on the ground for the first time and think that's what the lab is. It's not. It's just a part of it. Everything. See me out on the ground for the first time and think that's what the lab is. It's not. Value. Part of it. I got that volume. See me out on the ground.
Hold on a second. What's going on here?
Just mute it.
Yeah, it's just trying to figure out where you're at.
You got it.
I know you can see me. I'm trying to find a StreamYard connection. Where the hell you go? Oh, you are?
Yeah, you got all the monitors in front of you.
I got a 32-inch monitor and a 27-inch monitor and like 8 windows open. I'm trying to find which one's you. Okay, you can't see my flags. Hang on a second.
That's all right.
Where are they at? Where are they at?
So if you would like to be a guest in the Patriots Lab, you see how we get down. I don't keep the lab to myself. I told you, it's my platform, but it's everybody's platform. As long as you remain respectful.
Let me just get some stuff off my desk. I'll just take a break here and just chit chat to you for a little bit.
Uncle Q wants to know, is that a Confederate flag? Yeah, he can see it now a little bit.
There we go. There we go.
I think they
give me the monitor. There you go. So I actually have 5 flags flying here in my office.
Now I can't see you. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear him now. The Patriots Lab is hanging out with the Confederate guy.
There you go. Yeah, so I actually have 5 flags that were donated to me. I won't go into details, but was a member of a part of the Confederacy that kind of went bluey. And but I was going to do some broadcasts supported them. And so my friend, who was also a client, got five of the 8 flags that I represent for the for this organization.
Right.
And some things happened. I don't want to discuss it, but I turned in my my rank of colonel, and I gave up my genealogist position for the 8 states that they were responsible for.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like they were supplying with a whole bunch of customers anyway, because almost every client I have came from word of mouth because they love what I do. So they brought, so that's how I got most of my business. And most of the business comes from the South. But I also have Confederates in my background, my ancestry. So that's why I'm sporting the flag.
Right.
But getting back to you. So, I mean, I try to follow as much of the your videos as I could.
Right.
You're on your way back home now, right? Correct.
Right. Yeah.
So I saw your rally with the the Christian rally. I saw your video, along the fence line with the cows. But what was the purpose? I mean, I thought I was going to see you there with the National Guard and helping to hang more barbed wire and stuff like that. I mean, seriously, that's what I was expecting.
I was down there for something way more important than cutting barbed wire and hanging out with the National Guard. I was down there with at least 2,500 patriots praying for the salvation of this country, praying that God would intercede in everything that is taking place right now. Because whether you want to believe it or not, the human beings can't fix this problem.
No.
Only God can change the hearts of these evil people.
Yeah, the situation that we find, not only our nation, but I would dare say every Western nation, because we're all going through the same problem.
Right.
And it is beyond short of a World War III, inclusive of all the Western nations, not fighting a common enemy like the Axis power, okay?
Right.
But we're fighting a religious ideology, to say, that is trying to
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Jericho, and everybody else that's in the chat. Obviously, everyone in the room right now, and I really don't care if I lose all of you. It don't matter to me because I don't do it for you. You're showing your ignorance. Here I am, a black man. I know what the representation of the Confederate flag is. If you ignorant people choose to pick the ignorant version of it, that is totally up to you. But I'm going to give Mr. Randy an opportunity to explain what the Confederate flag represents and what he represents behind it.
Okay, so I'm thinking that Jericho is, and without seeing more text from him, first off, you'll never see me fly a rainbow flag, period, unless it is in a sense of the rainbow that was sent by God at the end of the flood, showing that he will never again destroy the world by a flood. That's the only rainbow I'm ever going to give any respect to, okay, as far as a flag. Now, having said that, I'm thinking Jericho might become from the same viewpoint of my grandson. My grandson is great with computers, and I wanted him to help me with my broadcasts, videos, and so forth. And he saw the Confederate flag. His response was, "No, I will not support slavery."
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This flag and the other flags in my office do not represent slavery. The conflict between the North and the South was never, ever about slavery. It became slavery because of Abraham Lincoln later on. But the war between the North and the South was because the North was putting taxes upon taxes upon taxes on the South. They were taking whatever they could from the production of the fields and the factories without giving much back in return, and became more of a fight for salvation, for the independence for the of the southern states, much like how the Revolutionary War came out. It was taxes without representation. It was the soldiers in the states, and that's what created the Revolutionary War. They wanted their independence. These states that fought for the South wanted their independence from the northern states, and these flags were the flags that they flew and fought behind in combat. It was not, hey, I'm flying this flag because I support slavery. It was never about slavery. Okay. And like I said, you will never see a rainbow flag flying anywhere near me.
Well, Randy, just for the simple fact that I have you in the lab and you are one of my dearest friends, and I respect you, you respect me. The fact that there's a lot of people that, like a lot of situations, they don't understand, or they're not willing to understand. You just have to let them keep the mentality that they have. You got to let them keep the views that they have, because the only thing it's going to do is put a hindrance on what I'm doing and what you're doing. As long as we know the actual and the factual of the whole case, that's basically all that matters.
Right, and that's what this broadcast. One of my clients, who is from the South, is willing to pay me to do 2 half-hour or hour broadcasts per month in support of the South, to present the South to people who may not know what is going on as far as what the flag is about. Okay, right. What the world's about, what the heritage, that sort of thing. And yes, I'm from the North. I was born in the North, but I have Confederate ancestors. Okay, and I support them because their belief is in alignment with what my beliefs are. Okay, but I asked my grandson, where did you get the idea that this flag represents slavery? He said, school. And I said, I'll tell you what, right now, when you're going to college soon, you're going to be facing liberal professors and other like-minded liberal students who are going to do everything possible to convince you that our nation is bad, that capitalism is bad, that the belief in God is bad. Are you going to believe them? Are you going to do your own research and find out for yourself what this flag represents, or what their viewpoints represent? You have to learn by your own research. Okay, and it's so easy, and that's why there's so many Democrats are liberals. They're being brainwashed by the news media. Okay, the news media. If you hear on the 5 o'clock news that Randy Rhoads is bad, you're going to hear it again on the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and you're going to keep that whole thing going for days until the nation believes Randy Rhoads is bad. It's a way of brainwashing people.
Well, it works.
It does, and they know it.
It works on, like, everything that they try and have been manipulating in the history books. This is just another prime example of something that they've been able to use to turn against Black and white people and people of other nationalities. And the only people that can see through this are the people, one, that are willing to see through it, and two, the people who are willing to open themselves up to educating themselves deeply enough to have a better understanding of what it all represents. A lot of these people are just here that you see in the chat, and they just spew the first thing that comes off of their mind without really knowing basically what the hell they're talking about. So it's something to get used to. I'm not sure if you're used to the YouTube crowd, but you know, with Facebook, you get to have a little bit more consolidated control of the people that you acquire around you. Where on YouTube, it's a lot different. Texas Convoy is in the building 2024. My brother Ray is talking to the Grand Dragon leader of the KKK. Yeah, I really am. And, you know, we talk a lot. We talk often. And we actually do shows together all the time. And if you tune into the Patriots Lab, you'll see him on there periodically.
Come on. Okay. Uncle Q, what makes you think I'm a racist? Now you got my blood going. What makes you think I'm racist? If I was racist, I wouldn't be calling this man right here my friend, my brother. Come on, type it up. What makes you think I'm a racist?
Y'all about to get the fire. I told you, you come into the lab and bring the smoke, you're going to get the fire. If you ain't got a brain on your head, don't come in the lab. No, not if you don't have a brain. If you got a brain and don't use it, don't come into the lab. Please don't. You will get shredded. And half of y'all don't care because you're just spewing nonsense anyway.
Come on, Mr. Lefty. Where's your proof I'm a racist?
They have none.
You know, that's one thing I have found about those on the left, the liberals. They will spew their comments, but they'll do it without any type of evidence or research to back it up.
Well, Randy, that's why the country is in the predicament that it's in now.
Exactly.
Because too many people want to jump out there and not know what the hell they're ready to jump off the cliff and think it's 2 feet and it's really 800 feet drop. And
I mean, it's like I'm hearing if the information is correct, I haven't had a chance to research it, but I heard that the administration in the White House wants to send millions of dollars over to this Muslim nation to support the gays and lesbians in that country. I haven't had a chance to fact check it.
Right.
But if that is true, do you know does he even begin to realize what they do to gays and lesbians?
They don't dissect the situation. They, like I said, they leap without a parachute. And you know, when I'm a black man and I'm traveling through these southern states and the police pull me over and I present myself in a certain way, and it's not the skin color, because I could be the most educated black man in the world, and if it had anything to do with skin color, they would have hauled my ass off. It's all about how you carry yourself. A lot of people don't know how to carry themselves. I dare say there would have been a lot of them that would have been hauled off and still been sitting in Oklahoma jail today. You know,
I'll tell you this. I think you might appreciate this. And I won't give any type of information. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's real. So just fact checking what I was just saying here about the gays to the Muslim nations, saying that we'll withhold money from those nations if they don't give equal rights to the gays and lesbians in their Muslim countries. First off, I'm sorry, we shouldn't be telling any other country how to live, how to govern their people. That's to be up to them. But a few years back, I hired someone to paint my house. Came with referrals. So I was in the car with him. He wanted me to go get him his cash up front for to start the job.
Right.
And his car's a mess, but he's a painter. He's a handyman. So I expected that. But he drove past and he saw this cop car, right? So he quick pulls into this parking lot, starts ripping off his inspection stickers off his windshield. I said, what in the hell are you doing, dude? And he said, they're expired. I said, I know. Okay, so they're expired, but you don't think they'll take more notice of a windshield without any inspection stickers? I said, nah, not with that. Then he starts vacuuming the back of his car and so forth. Oh, shit, this guy's got drugs in his car. And we sat there for like 15, 20 minutes or more. He finally decides, the cop's there, right? So he goes back on the road. Sure enough, the cop is there. And I'm texting. I'm on the phone with my daughter texting.
Hold on 1 second, Randy. Hey, mama, how you doing? I'm safe and sound. Look, the police got my mama jumping on the stream, checking in on me. I love you, mama. I'll see you soon when I get home. Go ahead, brother Randy. Back what you were saying.
So I'm on the phone, texting my daughter. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. I'm dead. And I start explaining to her what's going on, right? And as we passed this cop car, he must have saw the fear of God in my eyes or something, because he spun around and came after him, right? Mm-hmm. So instead of doing a smart thing and just pulling the shit over, he starts to speed.
Right.
I said, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Right? And he's speeding away. The cop got his lights on. He's coming after us. The painter pulls into down the street. He pulls into a business, jumps out of his car, leaves his car engine running, and he takes off on foot.
Right.
And all I see 3 cop cars surrounding the car I'm sitting in, and I'm this old man, and I'm looking down the barrel of this guy's handgun, right? Like, don't shoot me! I'm the guy who hired this guy to paint my house. But the thing is that throughout the whole damn experience, these 3 cops were so nice to him, were so pleasant, so cordial. And I couldn't believe it. This guy tore off his stickers, admitted to the cop to having drugs, told them where to go to his house to find him, he took off, he ran on foot. He's not going to jail. He's not getting a ticket. And I went home to my daughter, kissed my wife, my daughter, and thank God I got home safe. I said, I just experienced for the first time in my life true racism.
Right.
If that painter of mine would have been a black man or a man of color, those cops would have had him flat on the ground, knees to his back, putting him in handcuffs and hauling his ass away.
That's right.
But because he was a white man, totally different story. But yet he ran from the cops. He high-speed chase, ran on foot, admitted to having drugs in the car, admitted to driving under the influence of the drugs, which I didn't know. And he walks away. I can't believe it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, chat. And I'm going to tell you one time only. When I have one of my guests in here and you're disrespecting them, I'm not even going to give you a warning. So I hope y'all understand and know what that means. I know y'all don't care. Y'all can go find somebody else to watch. Because I'll find somebody to replace you. Behave yourself. I got to talk to you like y'all fucking 5 years old.
Randy, I've been hearing you downstairs.
If you don't know what you're talking about, chat the fuck up. I can't say shut the fuck up because you chat. Go ahead, Randy.
I mean, I can't see what he's typing, so I'm sure what you're talking about on his end.
There you go.
Oh my God. Oh God. Jericho, I love you, dude. I'm a happy person. All right? Not mentally ill. You know what's mentally ill is the persons in the White House trying to run our country. and that's because he has dementia and Alzheimer's. Like the way he tells stories. Oh, I give detail, I give context to my stories.
Mm-hmm.
I do it with a smile on my face. So I'm
Hey,
mentally.
Texas Convoy. Just so you know, I don't do it for the numbers, bro. I don't do it for the numbers, because whether you're in here or anybody else is in here, guess what? Your boy still gets paid as long as I grind. So it doesn't matter to me. Don't y'all understand that? There's always somebody to replace you. As long as you're on this algorithm, you're getting me paid. So have fun. Have fun. No one flies the Confederate flag thinking it's not offensive unless you are a racist. Well, you know what? Here I have my racist brother with the Confederate flag behind him. And last time I checked, I was a black man. And if you think I'm not black, come see me in person at one of the locations that I'll be at.
You know, Uncle Q, you know, I've heard the whole thing about, you know, the Confederate flag as being a something of racism. But you know what? They're saying the exact same thing about the American flag.
That's right. Today.
There are universities, colleges, and schools that will not allow the American flag to be flown or shown on the premises of those universities because it causes the students to go into little fecal position and cry because the American flag offends them.
That's right.
They spit on it, they stomp on it, they burn it.
That's right.
So are you saying that the American flag is also a racist flag? Because last time I saw, millions of people, black, white, north and south, fought and died for that flag.
Oh, well, hold on 1 second. That is not the real Jericho. Okay, he has to go. That's not the real Jericho. That's about the fifth person that said that. So Jericho, you are now banned. Bye-bye. Anyway, who's next? I don't give a damn. If y'all don't know about the Patriots Lab, now you know. Yeah, but I'm
Matt, I love your image of the Walking Dead dude. Or I think that's awesome. Yeah, but yet the same can be said about the American flag, and that's just terrible, you know.
And people won't even look at it like that. People won't even stop and be like, wow, they're turning the American flag and what they made the Confederate flag represent.
Yeah. We have become a country that no longer respects the law of the land, they no longer give honor to God, they no longer give respect to their fellow neighbors. I have neighbors who are of the same gender who are married.
Right.
They are the best friends I've ever had. And we're friends with them. Now, does that
right
make him a racist? Oh my God, he has lesbian friends. He can't be racist then, can he? And they're not the only ones. There are others who, you know, I've had experience with who were, you know, of that persuasion.
Right.
I call them my friends, you know. It's amazing how.
Hey, Randy, do me a favor. Keep talking so I can keep banning motherfuckers.
It's just amazing how, you know, how quickly our nation has deteriorated in the past 40, 50 years.
Oh, he said that's Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein. Okay. Well, is that the modern version of Frankenstein? Because I know Frankenstein has gone through variations of his face. Obviously, my most favorite one is the one from the TV series.
But you know what gets me, Randy? These people can sit here and make all of these comments after witnessing me and you have a conversation. That's what lets me know that we're dealing with pure ignorance. That's
I mean, if you want to talk about slavery, let's talk about slavery. Okay, our government right now is responsible for the disappearance of over 80,000.
Hold on 1 second, Uncle Q. I don't care if Jericho is my #1 fan. Do you understand? When I say no disrespect, damn it, that's what I mean. No disrespect. Obviously, you ain't never raised no kids. When I say no disrespect, that's exactly what I mean. Go ahead, Randy.
Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. Anyways, our nation has. Oh, I know. Yeah, 80,000 plus children have disappeared under the watch.
Hey, what? In the blue, in the black, bruh. Hey, I'm staying in the car, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, slavery comes in variations of that word: sex slavery, drug slavery, and right now our administration is responsible for millions of people crossing our border with children and young women for the purpose of selling them into the sex trade.
Right.
Okay. I can't believe our government has anything to do with that. I mean, it's always been about, the cartels, the cartels, the cartels. We have become the cartel. We have become the largest, most financially influential cartel on this planet. And you want to complain about my flag? Do you complain about that to the Biden administration, about what they're doing to the children? About, damn well, at some point, those millions of young military-aged men are going to get their marching orders, and they're going to attack our country. One way or the other, they're going to attack us. Let's be more concerned about that as opposed to a Confederate flag on a wall in the office that no one else sees but you because you're watching the show.
And thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell.
Oh, my.
Well, this is what we're dealing with. Like I said, Randy, this is why the country is in the state of affairs that it is. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
That's the truth of the matter, And slavery didn't start with Confederacy. There's been slaves since the beginning of mankind. Even when Jesus was walking this earth, there were slaves. Before he walked earth, there were slaves.
So what are people going to do 50 years from now if the powers to be are able to continue to demonize the American flag, and then 50 years from now, the American flag is just another symbol, just like the Confederate flag? They're already labeling us domestic terrorists. Yeah. If we're a proud American. So, I mean, one thing I found out about doing this job, you do have to tolerate a lot of ignorant people if you want to be successful, because you need the dumb ones just as much as you need the smart ones and the bright ones to get you where you need to be. Without controversy, hey, that's why I got Randy here, y'all. I don't like this man. I don't love my brother. I got him here because I need controversy.
There you go. And I'll give it to you.
I'm trying to find all the Caucasian men I can and get on here. I'm trying to get one with a Grand Wizard hood on. I already got the flag. I found one that'll come out and show everybody the news, just to entertain your ignorance, because obviously there are too many people that are still colorblind. If you harp on racism, you just might yourself be a racist. Because if a so-called racist can sit down with his so-called enemy and enjoy good times, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
And the other thing too is that black people fought for the Confederacy. There are thousands of black men who went to fight for the South.
They don't understand that, Randy. Don't even go down that. Don't even go down that way with them, because you know what? If you do that, they're gonna give you a million reasons why they had to do it, and none of them are gonna be because they wanted to be free.
But okay, so let's address that. The North did the exact same thing. They said to the black man, if you fight, wear a Union uniform and fight for the North, if you survive, you will have your freedom and we'll give you land. Key thing, you had to survive the war.
Right.
Okay. The South didn't do that.
Let me address Cookie. This is what Cookie says. No doubt that flag represents hate. No way around it. And I just have this question for Cookie. And Cookie, you've been in here a couple of times. I recognize you. If they can all of a sudden start making the American flag a symbol of hate, just treasonous to your country, burn it. If they can say people that fly Old Glory are racist and domestic terrorists, why can't you think that they can, in the history books, make the Confederate flag out to be exactly what they want it to be and only what they want it to be? You know, when we say that the Confederate flag represents racism, we're spitting on the graves of all African Americans that fought on behalf of that flag. I don't care whether you like it or don't like it. It's actual and factual. There were black men that fought under the representation of that flag. And they were, I don't even go down, I don't even get started, you know. But that's what comes with people that aren't willing to look past the dramatization of it. Because, you know, human nature would rather embrace lies, conflict, and things that, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. But it's not, the American flag is not let me see. But it's not the American flag. It's not a symbol of hate. That is simply not true. If you are American and you affiliate yourself with Donald Trump or anything that's American, how come if you say America first, you're a racist? How do I know? Because I travel the country saying America first, and they call me a racist. They call me a terrorist, a domestic terrorist, because I choose to exercise my First Amendment right, because I choose to exercise my Second Amendment right, because I choose to live the American dream and the American way. So I'll go back to what I said earlier. If they, in this day and time, can start gradually shifting the mindset to make people believe literally that the American flag is affiliated with domestic terrorism or domestic terrorists, which they label us now, you can't even go to your own capital. You can't even go to Washington, D.C. with the American flag without being harassed by the feds. But, oh, you can fly a Somali flag. Yeah. Oh, you can fly the flag of Hamas. Oh, you can do all that other shit under the sun that isn't American.
You know, Cookie, you say that the American flag is not a symbol of hate. I agree with that. The American flag is not a symbol of hate. But then why has the American flag been removed from the universities and the colleges and from the schools from being shown? The students are being taught to hate the flag for whatever reason. Okay.
And Cookie is still in the mindset where it's hate, hate, hate. Listen, what happened while the Confederate flag was in existence, sometimes you really have to listen to both sides of the story. See, people aren't willing to hear both sides of the story. They're just willing to hear the bad and the sad side of the situation. These are closed-minded individuals. How do I know? Because I've educated myself on what the Confederate flag truly represents. I've talked to people whose ancestors of color have died under that flag, representing that flag. So when people like y'all that I consider to be ignorant say that, I try not to hold it against you, because I really truly understand and believe that you have no idea what you're talking about and what the Confederate flag truly represents. I'm proud of the fact that I'm a strong, proud Black man. And I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to be open-minded enough to understand not every white person is racist. And once I was literally able to talk to Black men whose fathers, grandfathers carried that flag with pride, you have no clue. And that's why I'm where I'm at. And that's why you're where you're at. On the other side, typing away on your keypad with no control of your fingers or your brain. Yes, that's actual and factual.
Getting some more coffee.
And if anybody out there just by chance thinks I'm not a Black man or thinks I'm maybe an Uncle Tom, show up to the rallies, meet me in person, find out more about me. Matter of fact, call me Uncle Tom. I would love it. Listen, if y'all don't know by now, I don't give a fuck about anything y'all say. All right, Troll Central, wait a minute. Let's go. Okay, Cookie, the flag is racist. Okay, we understand that. Support your local Antifa, Troll Center. We got the trolls in the building. Wait a minute. Let's get back to this one here. Okay, Cookie. He may or may not be racist. The flag is. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. That's why That's why I tell people the Patriot Lab is a free thinking platform. And by you saying what you're saying, it's not disrespectful, Cookie, because that's truly your opinion. And that's what I welcome here on this platform. Your opinions. You're not calling them evil or anything like that. You're stating what you believe to be true. And I respect that. I really do. I would hope maybe as time goes on, years to come, you find it that you would be able to, I don't know, possibly talk or connect with some Black folk that have ancestries in the Civil War, and let them explain the situation. And maybe you might have a different outlook and perspective. And then again, maybe you're not. Maybe you'll call them a liar. Maybe you'll call them Uncle Tom. Maybe you'll say they had to do it because they were slaves. No.
You have to, keep one thing in mind. How does slavery come about? Well, first off, like I said before, slavery has been since the day that man first became alive. Adam and Eve, his kids, soon thereafter, they started having slaves. Okay. So why is the slavery not an issue for all the ones who call themselves ancestors, descendants from those people? It's only that you're a racist and the flag represents slavery because you don't understand the flag.
Exactly.
Okay. That flag does not say support slavery. That flag supports a people, much like the American flag supports the American people of the entire nation, not just North, but also the South.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Slavery, the slavery of the Black people became because
Randy, hold on 1 second. Don't get us wrong. There were some races that operated under the flag. Now, don't get it twisted.
Right, yeah. You have your bad apples. I won't deny that. Okay. But don't forget too that the rulers of the African nations got rich by selling their people to the white trader. And they brought them over by boat and then they got rich. So, there are racists who carry the flag, okay? But they're the racists, not the flag. Much like you can say, because this person is carrying the American flag, he hates a certain, nationality.
No, here's a better one. Randy. It's like when the KKK would carry the Bible as they were walking to hang one of my people. They felt entitled. They felt they had the right, but they carried the word right along with them. Preached the word before they would hang one of my people. Do we call the Bible racist?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because that's what I do. I dissect it down to the lowest common denominator. Like when Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Yeah. Every black man in America was supposed to turn their back on him right there. Every black man in America was supposed to turn their back on Joe Biden right there. But what do you see today? Joe Biden standing in the pulpits of churches, spewing lies, with pastors standing in his backdrop saying, hallelujah, amen, amen, amen.
Well, I often thought about that because they know, the pastors of the church where he goes, they know who he is, what he's about, what he's going to talk about.
Right.
So that means they themselves support those ideals, which means then that the people in the congregation must also feel a way in order to support the minister who said, hey, by the way, next week we had President Joe Biden is going to be addressing the congregation. Oh, okay. Hallelujah.
So Uncle Q, well, Trump has a history of racism with his properties. He won't rent to black people. But he took that black girl, that one movie star actress, that singer in, what's her name? Let her live in his hotel. Funded Jesse Jackson's campaign run twice. Called the HBCUs in, told them, here, take all this money. I don't care what your budget is. Don't come back. Come on. Uncle Q, please tell me you're not as ignorant as you're sounding right now. I know you're not, bro. I know you're not. We've chatted long too many times. See, a lot of people out there don't know about psychology or reverse psychology. See, I lead people down a rabbit hole agreeing with 95% of the shit I do and say. But as soon as I take this intellect and put it in another direction that they don't know shit about in that area, then all of that agreement and all of that a boy, you the man, Ray, you know what you're talking about, all that shit goes out the window. So I know who I'm dealing with when it comes to this audience. That's because he could use her. You need to read up on the Trump family. Trump ain't got nothing to do with his family. I don't want people judging me off of the past history of my family members. That's small thinking. CQ, I thought you just dug yourself deeper with that one. Bro, you're judging a man off of other people's actions.
You know, it all boils down to this. None of us.
No,
are.
you're not very well read, Uncle Q. So you can try to hit me with that all due respect shit all you want. That all due respect shit don't work here because from your past post, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, I did of course you gotta trust Google and the algorithm as far as getting correct information. But back in the 70s, there was an FBI report. I guess the FBI, what back then was decent people, who was investigating complaints that there were buildings owned by Trump who would be selective in who they rented to. Okay. Now, there was no record in the file that Trump was aware that was taking place, other than the fact that the manager.
Uncle Q, read that shit. Uncle Q. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Trump family. There is a great New York Times piece that writers won the Pulitzer Prize for. Read it. You know how many Pulitzer Prize awards they gave out for the Russia collusion? That was a lie. Do you? 5 journalists and 5 writers got awards for a lie. See, Uncle Q, you keep digging yourself in a hole because you're uneducated. I can't believe you brought that up, but that's how God works. When God puts me in the presence of stupid people, he allows me to just keep making them feel more stupider.
As I was saying, none of us are perfect. We all have our fallacies, our failures. But when it comes to President Donald J. Trump, and I still say president because he is our president, the election was stolen from him. There is one thing to say about him. He loves this nation. He loves the people, all of the people, the citizens of this nation, Okay. Let me say it again. He loves all of the citizens of this nation.
Why is Cookie and Q still on this? Why am I going to read it when they're lying? See, that further lets me know what type of people I'm dealing with. The people that love to entertain a lie.
What's Cookie saying?
Oh, Cookie said, you are the one who is making judgments without ever reading the article and taking in the information. Trump has done too much for black people. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised in New York. Hell, I don't even have to go there. I don't even have to go there. Listen, this has nothing to do with. Wait a minute. Let's see. Martha Grable is in the building. Let's see what Martha has to say. Listen, this has nothing to do with race. All they want to do is divide us. Americans come in all colors.
Thank you, Martha.
Have all colors. Wake up, people. It's about good versus evil. Thank you, Martha. Finally, what time is it? What time is it, Randy?
5:48 Eastern End.
We have an adult in the building. Miss Martha, what a pleasure to have you in here, man. We have an adult in the room.
And that's exactly what it is. They are trying to split this nation. They're not trying. They already have.
Let me give a shout out real quick. Let me give shouts out. Frazion Fagan, Bella Ray, Stephen Wayne, Randy Rose is here. Troy London, Dennis Rhodes, Darryl McLean, Gene Farmer. Appreciate you for tuning in. And people, when you make your remarks, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead, Randy. He says, let me see. This is to you. Go ahead, Randy.
Uncle Q, thank you for the laugh. Oh my God, they are still bringing evidence out about the theft.
I can't believe he has so many
videos of finding freaking ballots with his name on it. They are showing videos of people bringing alphanumeric tables to ballots. My own state, a tractor trailer driver drove a tractor full of Democrat signed ballots from New York City to Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania to another place here in Pennsylvania. He was told to leave his truck and come back 2 hours later for it. He came back 2 hours later. The truck was empty. This election, hell, the guy even admits to it. Why did he even admit to the greatest theft in history? Did you not hear him say that?
They don't.
We saw it on TV where we're looking at the numbers go up and up and up, and all of a sudden, boom, they drop down. The problem is the Democrats have control of the FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service, the judicial system. All these organizations, they have enough people in place to control the narrative that the election was never stolen, even though the evidence is there, even though multi-millionaires are losing their money and their businesses fighting for the man because they know the truth. Now, if they thought for 1 minute that he didn't win the election, why would they sacrifice their millions and millions and millions of dollars plus their businesses?
All right. You can
know
leave.
What? I gotta jump off. I mean, my blood pressure is too sky high. It just goes. It goes to. I agree with Martha. They are trying to divide our nation between the intelligent and the non-intelligent, between those who love our nation and those who hate our nation. It's going to boil down to between now and the next election. Should an election even take place? I got my doubts that there will be an election coming up.
Hey, your people coming to the rescue, Randy. Your people coming to the rescue.
There you go.
I knew somebody put out the alarm on ignorance.
No, that's true. I mean, it was so bad that they had to send the algorithms to freaking Germany, where they were manipulated and sent back to the United States. They were the people, the Dominion software said, oh no, our software is not attached to any Wi-Fi systems. The freaking thermostats in the rooms were controlling the ballot machines.
All right. They don't that's too deep for them to understand. Let's get back to Bowinkle. let's get back down to their level. The coyote and the rabbit, Ricochet Rabbit or whatever, because we're dealing with some kids in here. We got to bring it back to the little rascals. I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We love you guys. And I tell you, you know, even if this man was racist, he's still allowed in the lab. You know why? Because he's not a racist. See, you thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? I tell you what, somebody needs to re-record this and make a show. Make a show with a black and white man and tell him we racist. Tell him he's racist and all that shit. But make sure you show the show. You can restream it. I give you permission. They don't even make sense. The flag is racist. I don't care if he's not. If the flag is racist and he's got one, why wouldn't he be racist? That's like you having an American flag behind me and I'm not American.
Uncle Q, I can tell you this right now. If I was racist, that flag wouldn't be on my wall. I'm telling you that right now, okay? That flag would not be on my wall. In fact, tell you what, let me just trigger everything about you, okay?
Uncle Q, he's not trolling because I've known him for years.
There's one. How about that one? There's one. Oh, there's two back there. How about that? If I was racist, these flags would not be in my possession right now. I'm telling you that right now, okay? Because I don't believe in racism. I don't support it.
See, they're going to be saying the same thing once the American flag is considered racist. I don't care if you're carrying the American flag. It's still a symbol of racism.
What about the American flag? How do you relate to the American flag? Is that racist to you?
Hey, check this out. How many people I got? No, wait a minute, Red. Okay, I was about to do something. I'm gonna say, but it ain't that. See, I got people in here handling the ignorant people right now, but I was about to do a room sweep. Only on YouTube though. I was about to do a YouTube room sweep. Oh, I don't mind doing it. You know why? I don't mind doing it? Because I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. And when you start from the bottom and you get somewhere grinding, if you did it once, you can do it again. Like I said, I don't need the ignorant people in here. I can move without you. I choose to have you here. I don't need you here. I choose to have
William, I have to wonder, I jumped on here just to talk about your rally, your convoy, and so forth.
Right.
For these people to make their comments, were they in the background the entire time, or did someone say, "Hey, jump on his show"? There's a Confederate flag.
No, Randy. I deal with this every day, Randy. No, all day, every day. That's why you got to have thick skin to do this. That's why I just erase them, eliminate them. There are always going to be ones that'll pop up, but I got a surprise coming up. I got a big surprise coming up for all the trolls. So it really, it doesn't matter. We say, damn it, Randy, warn us before doing something like that.
I was just trying to show I have no swastikas on my body.
Ray is ignorant, uneducated, and just dumb. Big dope.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Appreciate your comment. Bye. So, I love being me. I wouldn't trade it for anybody else in the world.
I'm going to
invite them to watch the American Rebellion on Rumble. Oh, no, they could. No.
They couldn't handle it. That blow their mind.
They give Jerry a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it now because I gotta get going. I gotta get back to work. I don't know if they're still watching or not. First off, I love everyone. Okay, I don't care if you're white, black, pink, blue, purple, gay, a lesbian, transvestite. I don't care. Okay, the flags on my walls represent me, who I am. I don't represent what that flag is. Okay. Our nation is being torn apart and it's going to come to an end soon, whether it's by our own means or by Russia or China or North Korea or by the multi-millions of Muslim men walking across our border. At some point in time, our nation, as it stands right now, will fall unless we, the people, the citizens of our nation, come together as one and fight for it. Otherwise, start packing your bags. Make sure you have enough food for 90 days or longer. Make sure you are prepared with security because you're going to need it, folks.
Randy,
So with that,
Randy,
I gotta get going.
Hey, it's a pleasure, brother. I'll see you when I get back to the lab, and we will recap with the crew.
See you.
All right, brother. So, yeah. Hey, it's all love. It's all love. And that's what I pride myself on. Let me get this started. That's what I pride myself on. Being able to be diverse, being able to be open to everyone, allowing everyone to be open. When I say my lab is for free thinkers and for free speech, except disrespect, that's exactly what I mean. Now, there are some of you in here who might have gave some really outlandish remarks that wasn't disrespectful, and you're still here because I respect your opinion. But when you start attacking one another, unlike Obama and Joe Biden, when you cross the red line, you will be eliminated. Everybody has the right to their opinions. The only thing I'm trying to do is provide a place in which you can do that. But it's not a place to insult one another. Let me see. Great point. Is the swastika a symbol of hate? All right, I got that, Caitlin. The weekend went great, Jane. Please watch the videos that followed. When I get back to the lab, I'm going to do a great show with a montage of people interviews on the ground. Dean Wall says, you blocking people, Ray. You're damn right. This is my lab, and I'll block your ass. Just that plain and simple. You got something else to say? Watch your ass go. Y'all can keep playing with the people y'all play with. But you reach a different zone when you come into the lab. Totally different zone. We do have laws that need to be enforced. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. People who say racism doesn't exist are uncomfortable with racism. Racism does exist. Everybody knows racism exists. People that said that, yeah, people, exactly. People who say racism doesn't exist are uncomfortable with racism. Exactly right. The swastika is a symbol of hate. Cookie, you said that 20 times already. Most of the people who were out of southern borders are patriots. I'm glad somebody knows something. Oh, great. I worked all weekend. Thank you. Good. And so is the Confederate flag. Okay. That fool knows what the flag stands for. She-Hulk. She-Hulk. Oh, man. Y'all. I hear you, though. I hear what y'all saying, though. I hear what y'all saying loud and clear. I do. I hear what y'all saying. As I enjoy my beautiful scenery. That maybe that's what's wrong with some people. Maybe some people out there just need a hug. Maybe some people out there just need to be able to get away and have the opportunity to look at a scenery like this that's so surreal and so relaxing and calming, and just let all of the negativity and all of the ignorance just brush off your shoulder. You know, that's what you need. But, you know, I understand when some people aren't fortunate enough to have scenery like this and they're stuck in four walls, typing away on their keypad, it can get mighty frustrating. What you say, Cookie? Come on, Ray. Cookie, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Come on, Ray. Cookie, yes, She-Hulk, he knows it. Tell that white guy to walk around the Bronx with that flag. Hell no! No, I wouldn't tell him. I'm from New York. I wouldn't even walk around with that flag. No, I wouldn't send that white brother out there with no Confederate flag. He wouldn't last a minute. He wouldn't last a minute. See, I'm a realist. But you know what? My dudes in New York respect the fact that I know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to say even if I was with him, he'd be safe. I might be another statistic to keep it actual and factual. No, because so many ignorant people like yourself is stuck on that. And that's reality. That's why he wouldn't make it, because so many ignorant people like yourself are stuck on one side of the aisle with everything. And you can't be that way. Thank God I am who I am and y'all are who you are. That's why I'm where I'm at and you're where you're at. That's why I'm the host and you're the viewer typing away. Help making me money. That's why. Do you not understand? Do you not see? Because no matter what you say, the truth will always outweigh the lies and the ignorance. So I can go for days. I can go for hours. I can go for months. I can go for years standing on the truth. It don't matter to me. Eventually, a liar is just going to fade away. A liar is just going to fade away. It might be replaced with another liar. Who knows? But at least the initial one isn't there anymore. Ray, bring that white dude with his bullshit and rhetoric garbage home to your family. Oh, wow. Today's a good day. Bye. I keep telling you I don't need y'all. All y'all can, not all y'all. I love some of y'all. Dude, you are making at most $10 an hour on YouTube. You have 5 people in chat. But that's good when you have 6 different platforms. Because, see, y'all are small minded. You think YouTube? No. You think YouTube is my only platform? I allow y'all in here. Y'all got it twisted. Y'all got it twisted. But that's what I love about it. To keep it 100%, I love being able to know what I'm talking about, but yet have to deal with people that have no clue. You know why? Because it makes me feel smart. It makes me, the dumber you are, the more of a genius I feel like. And it's not to me, it's for the people and the viewers that are watching you. I love when my followers say the most ignorant shit and I'm able to just correct it. It makes me look like a genius. It really does. Maybe not to you, but to the people that matter. So I urge you guys, keep spewing your unintelligence, keep spewing your rhetoric that makes no sense. Keep spewing your misinformation, please, because every time I correct you with the actual and factual, it's not for you. It's for the other viewers that have a brain. I make sense to them. Those are the ones I want to be my followers on my platforms. Those are the ones. Because you know what? Eventually, weeding out all of the nonsense will allow us to have a conversation with some type of substance. But I got a trick coming up for everybody once I get home back to the lab. So have fun now. All the trolls, please have fun. Because there is a lot of you that once I do what I'm about to do, won't have to worry about stepping into the lab. And that is actual and factual. What's Madness say? We got Sherry Gunn in the building. What's up, Sherry Gunn? Who else is in the building? Who else we got in the building? I'm hiding in Sherry's car under the back seat. You're crazy. I told you I fulfill requests to a certain extent, but let me see. Because she probably wasn't in here when I was live, but I do want to say hi because it's only right to my followers. If I can get my camera adjusted, let me see. Hello. Peace and love to everyone out there. I know sometimes we get carried away in the lab, and some people get their feelings hurt. Some people get caught up in their emotions and everything. I understand. Brother like me, I wear my emotions on my sleeves and shit. But one thing about raising two young princes who are now on their way to being kings, sometimes your kids get out of control. And if you don't learn how to navigate the situation and correct the situation and get them back in line, eventually they're going to be out there in no man's land and it's going to be a lost cause. So what I do is, learning from that, I don't let my platform get too out of hand because I don't want to lose control. A lot of people that come into my room or come into the chat and see me allowing the madness take place in the chat, and everybody wants to be a mod for me, which I very much appreciate. What I'm about to do when I get back home, I won't need one. And hopefully that'll be one of the learning lessons from the Patriots Lab. Because believe it or not, you trolls out there, once you're gone, I don't care what you say, you're going to miss your boy. Because you know we have fun in here. And if you're a social media head, you're not going to find no place else like this. I can guarantee it. Oh, no, you won't. No, you won't. But with that being said, hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was supposed to be a rest stop, but y'all see how I rest, right? Because I'm always on the grind. I'm grinding when I'm resting. Hey, in the meantime, in between time, until the next time, this is your man from the lab. I'm out. Deuces.